In this video, Hirad Afkhami joins me to play Backgammon versus the Bot. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos so I can work on that. I appreciate your super thanks. These small donations help me continue to create the high quality content that you enjoy. And with the membership feature, you can get exclusive access to the most popular videos. My book, Backgammon Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is also in the description. Again, in this video, it's my pleasure to welcome Hirad Afkhami.
Hi, Alex. Nice to meet you.
Likewise, thank you for joining me. How are you doing today?
It's fine. It's fine. Very eager to play. So
And
it's very nice to be here. Thank you.
yeah, my pleasure. And where are you joining us from?
From Italy, Turin.
Turin, Italy. Oh yeah, so we were talking about that. So that's where Juventus is. Are you a soccer fan or football fan?
Not quite. More tennis.
Tennis?
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, yeah. I used to play tennis myself when I was younger and in high school, but now it's hard for me to do that with my kids.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Inherited
So,
a passion.
yeah. How long have you been playing backgammon?
It's been 1 year. Actually, I had it in my family, so I saw my father playing with the board and
Yes.
got fascinated with the game. But playing with analysis and using the software, it's almost 1 year.
Really? How did you get into that?
At local club here in Turin, they told me about XG, so I downloaded, and my journey began from that day.
Very good. I have some friends from Italy that I have met through these videos. Gian Lazzaro Sana, I think he's from southern Italy, and Fernando Bracconi, who's an
Hmm.
outstanding player. He lives in the central Italy. You're in northern Italy, right?
Yeah, in the northern part, yes.
Okay, wonderful. Happy to have you. Excited to start. Okay, very good. So we're playing on an FM Gammon Talat board. This is actually my board. The XG board is made by Rain. He makes beautiful XG boards. There's a link in the description to where you can get them. You'll be playing the black checkers at the bottom, XG, the white checkers at the top, bearing off on the right. And you just let me know how you'd like to move. And you're welcome to consult with me. We'll ask questions. The most important thing is to have fun. And number two is to learn. So here we go. So an opening 6-2 splits, okay? And now you have a 6-2.
Okay. I play 13 to 7 and 24 to 22.
Okay. So some people play two down. What makes you want to play after you hitting splitting the back checkers versus bringing the second one down?
Yeah, usually I find more comfortable with the splitting play. Maybe I played two down, having had a 6-3 or a 6-4.
Okay. Very good. So we'll do this. 6-5 will come in and hit. All right, now on the bar with a 5-4.
5-4, bar 20 and 24-20,
Yes,
and
making the anchor. Okay.
grabbing the anchor. Yeah.
Now 6-4 for white makes the 14 point, and now want to roll. Okay, so now 4-2.
4-2. That's hitting is very tempting, but here I keep the anchor. Sorry, but I have one question. Should I make the reasoning while playing, or
Yes,
should I
yes,
give
that's
you?
that's the
Okay,
idea.
perfect. Okay, perfect. Yeah. The first thing is seeing a checker trying to hit it, but in this time, I will keep the anchor and make the 4 point. So 8-4, 6-4. Yeah,
Like this.
like
So
this.
what would make you want to hit? What would you have to change in this position where you would hit?
I would have hit if I were ahead in the race or closer in the race. But here I'm way behind, so I keep the anchor and I don't give the opponent the chance to hit me on the 20 because it's a vital point, and I keep it
Hmm.
and try to go for a holding game.
Now, if you do hit, now you're only down by 3 pips here. Whereas at the beginning, you're down by 23. So making the point, you're up by 17. So you're gaining 14 extra pips. Does that have any value, I mean, in terms of your consideration?
Yeah, I'll accept that I'm behind in the race, and my gameplay in here is being behind. I try to target the opponent with a late shot, so I keep the anchor and try to develop my inner board meanwhile.
Okay. Now 5-4. Just going to play safe behind. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now 3-2.
Okay, 3-2. 3-2. Okay. 3-2. I play 8-5 and 6-4.
6-4. Okay.
It's
trying to make the next point, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now 6-4 clears the 14 point. Now 6-2. Okay, so you cannot hit.
6-2. I play 13-5.
13-5, just like that. Okay. Now 4-2 plays safe. All right, and now double one.
Double one. 4-3 and 8-5. 4-3 and 6-3. Yeah. Going
just,
for the 4 board.
Right, trying to make your board so when you get a shot, you have a good position. 6-4 plays safe behind. Okay, and now 5-2.
5-2, 13-6.
13-6. Okay. Double 2. Okay, so makes the board. So now it's a 3-point board.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 2-1 now.
2-1. I try to maintain some contact on the 22 points, so I don't move the checker on the 20. But here I usually struggle a bit whether keep the checker on the 22 or move it on the anchor and have 3 checkers on 1 point. But I keep my strategy and I maintain the checker on the 22 and just go for the 8-5.
8-5. And what about just 8-7 and 6-4? So you save a crossover and keep this back slotted.
This also is a nice move. Yeah. Should be the contender, maybe the correct one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's up to you. What do you prefer?
Oh yeah. You give me a choice. Oh yeah.
It's always your choice.
Oh yeah. That's nice. Yeah, maybe 8-7, 6-4 should be interesting because having the 7 with a 6, I can make a 5 prime. So yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
Nice.
And then the other question is, so you look at this checker here on the 22 point. When I'm looking at this, I try to think to myself, is having this checker an asset or a liability? Is it a good thing for me or is it a bad thing? And usually the answer is a little bit of both, which it is in this case, because it is good in that it can provide better coverage and it prevents white from playing behind or playing onto the 3-point. But at the same time, it's somewhat of a liability. Like, let's say he rolls a 5-5 or a 5-3, you can get pointed on. So, those are the kinds of things that I think about. Okay, so 2-1 like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Now 4-3. All right. Now what would be a good roll for you now?
A huge double that makes me to level the race, or waiting for a shot that makes the opponent uncomfortable and leaves a blot. So I'll go or for a very big double, like a 5-5 or a 6-6. Otherwise, would be nice small numbers so that I can continue to improve my board while maintaining the checkers on the 20 and on the 22. Yeah.
I think so. It looks like you're down by 40 pips. Even if you roll like a 6-6, which is the biggest number, that's 24 pips. So you'll still be down by 16 pips. Yeah. But we'll see. Like I was thinking maybe like a 5-2 would be good because you can make this point.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah. Okay. So 4-2, close.
Almost. Oh, yeah. Okay. So in this case, I will just go for 7-3 and 4-2.
Okay. So preparing to make it, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's a double.
All right. Uh, Now I grab some time to make a quick count.
Well, the pip count is there. It's 129 to 95.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah, yeah.
see.
That's
Thank
okay.
you.
That makes it easier.
Okay. All right. The pip count, yeah, I'm way behind in the race, but not so behind. Also, I'm going for a holding game. I think this is a take. Don't know but by how much, but I think it's still a take. So I take it. Yeah.
What would you have to change in the position for it to be a pass?
Maybe if the check on the 13 were on the 10 or on the 9 point, that would be debatable. Yeah.
If your checkers or the opponent's
No, no,
checkers?
no. The opponent's checker, the white.
Oh, okay. So that's already
Yeah,
cleared. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. If he has cleared the bar point, yeah.
And
Or if
also,
he, oh,
yeah,
sorry.
the other question is, do you take the score into consideration, or does that have an effect on the take pass decision?
Yeah, I took into consideration because I think in the holding game, the gammons are not so many. So I know it's a 3-point match, but here I can have the chance to hit back the opponent. And in that case, he has the cube, the match goes to 2. And
Right.
if I can get the turnaround shot, it would be nice for me.
Yeah. Okay. So take 6-5 plays behind. All right.
Okay.
Now 4-1.
4-1. Okay. 4-1, I go for this is a bit risky, so I don't know if it's the correct move, but I find it tempting. 13-9, 3-2.
3-2. Yeah. I guess the one is easy because you just do that, and then you have to find a 4, and there aren't really very comfortable 4s, and I guess this maintains the most contact.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Double 4. Okay.
Oh, that was crushing.
All right. Well, there's still some game to play.
Okay.
6-1.
I'll play 13-7
Mm-hmm.
and 9-8.
9-8. Okay. Very good. And now 4-1 plays safe. Double
Okay.
1. Okay, small
Double
number.
1. I'll go for 8-4.
Okay, very good. 5-1 still has room. Okay, so now 6-4.
6-4. All right. Here I don't want to leave a shot in the opponent's home board, because if he close me out, the gammon chances go up for him. But I only have 3 checkers to bring home because the one on the 7 point is almost there. So let's think about it. I want also to maintain some contact for a late shot, but the only reasonable move for me seems to move from the 22, because moving from the 20 leaves 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Also, even though leaving those 2 blocks, the opponent has no spare checkers on his 19 and on his 6 and on his 9 point.
Yeah.
Mm, 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 mm. Hmm. Hmm. All right. I go for the bold move and make 20 10.
Yeah. You're hoping for a roll like 6-4 or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 3-1 safe. Okay, 4-1.
Okay. 4-1. Play 10-6.
10-6. Okay. And then the 1.
10-6 and 6-5. Yeah.
6-5. Okay. Very good. All right. Double 4. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
5-2 cannot come in.
10.
Double 3. Here's a shot. And you could still win a gammon here because it hasn't taken the checker off.
Let's hope.
Let's see. 3-2, no. Okay.
No.
So 3.
And 2, okay, 2. I'll go from 7 to 5. I don't want to leave the spare, so if he makes 1-2, for example, or 1-3, he hits and bears off. So I'll be late to bring my checkers home. So yeah, this one.
And here you still have the possibility of double 1, which leaves a shot.
Oh, that's a nice bonus.
Yeah. Nope, 2-1. Okay, so now we're just trying to save the gammon. So 1, 2.
And I go out with also the other one, the other checker. Yeah.
Okay, getting another crossover. I find like sometimes I play XG a lot, so I'm used to saving gammons. So sometimes I've learned not to stack points checkers on the same point, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal. So 6.
Yeah, and 4 from 18 to 14. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and 3-2.
3-2, 14, 11, and 11, 9.
Okay.
Okay, 12, 6, 9, 5. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's called Jin position here.
Jin position. Yeah, I'll play it out. And then okay. Okay. So now it's the Crawford game.
Okay.
2-0, 3 away, 1 away Crawford. So at the 3 away, 1 away Crawford, like before I start a game or at the beginning of each game, I try to think to myself, are gammons very helpful at this point? So what do you think?
You mean in the Crawford game, or
right at this point, 3 away, 1 away Crawford? Do you need to do extra to win a gammon or not?
Here I'll just try to win my game, because after that I will be 2 away, and I of course cube the opponent.
Right. Okay, good. So now 5-1.
5-1. I'll go for 13-7.
Okay, good. I see a lot of people incorrectly hit twice with this. All right, 6-5 hits back, and now 3-1.
3-1, bar 22, 6-5.
6-5. Okay, so why would you leave the direct shot as opposed to hitting here and leaving it only an indirect shot?
Because I'd rather slot a key point, in this case the 5 point. So I try to fight for it.
Yeah, there are also a lot of other shots you get here, and it unstacks the 6 points, so that's good. 6-1, okay. Now 5-3.
5-3. Okay. 5-3, I go 13-5. Cover the 5. Yeah.
What about? Oh, you can't even move that one, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was checking if I can hit, but
yeah.
couldn't.
The other thing I think about at this score is whether a gammon wins for you. Obviously, we discussed that, but a gammon loss doesn't matter. So you can go for bold plays, right? Okay, 2-1 makes the 10 point. Now 6-5.
All right, 6-5. 6-5, I go from 24-13.
24-13.
Yeah.
So what would be the other options that you would consider here?
The other option could have been, for example, maintaining the ace point, the 24 point, and going from 13 to 2, for example, or also moving that checker. But again, I'm trying to maintain some contact, having another checker on the 22, and also hoping for a roll that helps me make an anchor.
And then what about something like this and down?
I find this move very nice in the distributional manner, because it spreads the checkers but leaves me very vulnerable to opponents' shots. For example, a double 3 would be devastating. Also a double 1 or other shots that point on head.
Yep. Okay. So you would like to play like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So now 5-2. Okay, looking for a 4. No, you got a
Okay.
3-2.
All right. Now the question is if I should make the 22-point anchor or not. This is challenging. All right. The another play could be slotting the 4, preparing the board, yeah, and going, for example, 8-5. This is nice in a distributional manner, but here, yeah, I'll go for this one.
Okay, let's stay back.
Yeah, yeah.
So one of the things I think about when I'm considering a position like this, and you said whether to anchor or not anchor. So basically what I think are what are the pros and cons of anchoring. Obviously when you anchor, that's going to lose fewer gammons. However, at this score, gammon losses don't matter, so you don't have to worry about that. It does leave those blitz rolls like double 5, double 3, and so forth. But what are the advantages of not anchoring? Well, if you do anchor, they can play behind, and if you don't anchor, you have more coverage of the outer board in terms of fly shots if you leave that. So, yeah, I think I like this, but it'll be interesting to see what it says in the analysis. Okay. 4-2 plays safe. All right. Now 5-2.
5-2. I'll go 13-8, 6-4.
Okay. So what's the reason that you play 6-4?
Here, I'm making the rack. So this is a strong home board position, and if I hit one of the opponent's checker, he will have struggles going for going for freedom.
Right. And so part of the reason why you played 6-4 is to make it next, right?
Yeah.
So now you can make it. And now one of the other options would be to play the 5 like this, so you can do the same thing next.
I go for this one.
You want this one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm asking.
No.
Sometimes I'm wrong.
It's a nice one.
Okay.
First time playing while talking, so not easy considering all the choices.
Yeah. I know sometimes it's very difficult to play and talk, but I've kind of gotten used to doing it, and sometimes like saying your thought process actually helps me understand like what I'm thinking. So and then when I play by myself, then I just think to myself in my head. Okay.
Yeah, I go for this one.
Yeah, 5-2. Okay, and now another 5-2.
Okay, so now I go on. Let's think about it. Okay. Here again, I won't make the anchor, even though the position of my opponent is becoming more dangerous because he's having more builders in the zone, so he can launch an attack or make a prime. So keeping them separated, it's not very comfortable, even though I think it's the game plan suited for this particular phase of the game because I want to have the maximum contact. So I keep the checkers on the 24 and on the 22 this way without making the anchor.
Okay.
After having decided this, I'll go to cover the 3 with 5-3. And I will go with 13-8. Yeah.
13-8. Okay, so very good. Yeah, of course you want to cover this one. So you can cover with the 2 or you can cover with the 5. If you cover with the 5, then you would have to select another 2. So why do you prefer covering with the 2?
All right. Actually, in this one, I didn't thought too much of the following role, so I just focused on making the 4-point board. But it's a nice question. Maybe thinking with more slowly. Another option would be 8-3, 13-11. That could give me some nice shots. For example, a 6-4, which I should decide or to make the 18 or to make a 5 prime. So that's also a nice option. And also, it gives me more flexibility on my side of the board, and I can bring down more builders and try to dispose them to prevent the opponent to get out if I make a hit. Yeah, this is nice. I have the 4-point board as before, and I have more flexibility. I go for this one
You
again.
like this one? What I was looking at is, okay, so say you make this 3-point with either one of these checkers, right? So
Oh
now
yeah.
you have a 4 prime, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the next goal would be to make a 5 prime, either by making the 2-point or the bar point, right?
Yeah.
So if you if you go like this one becomes somewhat of a dilly builder because the only place it can go is here or here.
Ah.
But if you go here and now you go here, you're not duplicating your own 6-4. And now this one can either go to the 2-point or the 7-point.
Oh, your analysis convinced me to get back on my first choice.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think they're going to be close, but it's
That,
these are the things that's useful. I think like I find like when I started thinking about these things, it's like basically what's going to happen next. That's when I
yeah.
started to improve because every play in backgammon is you make a play or you make an alternative play. And it's based on all of the possibilities that can come up in the future. So you just think about those and that helps you decide. Okay, so that was that. And
Yeah.
now 4-1, okay, makes that point. Now 6-2.
Okay. 6-2. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I've gone all the match keeping the checkers on the 24 and on the 22, but now the position of my opponent is really frightening because he has a pseudo 5 prime and he has a lot of checkers prepared to build inner board points. I think that here the anchor would make his sixes from his from his 9-point.
Looks like we got disconnected.
And go with 24-22 and 13-7.
Okay, I lost the signal for just a moment. So can you please say that again? What would you do in this position?
Okay, I'll go for 24-22 and 13-7. It's frightening because I think I find frightening keeping the checkers separated, having my opponent with so many builders and the pseudo 5 prime here. So I make his sixes from his 9-point play awkward by making the anchor, and I keep building my 6 prime, hoping for a shot or for a big double, and let's see what happens. Yeah,
Okay, so the questions are if like let's say you keep this, let's say you play here something like this,
yeah,
um, and then white has a 6-5 to play.
the 6-5. Oh, that's nice. The six
That's
five
leaves
yeah,
a shot, right?
is a
But
shot. Yeah.
if you play like this, now the 6-5 can play behind.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then the other question I think about to myself is, okay, we may get hit, right? And we may not get hit, or even if we get hit, we may hit back if there's a blot, right? So that's when I look at the board strength. So we have a 4-point board. XG has a 1-point board. So if there's a potential hitting exchange, black is a big favorite. So that's something I think about when I'm considering whether I anchor or not, as well as the score. Do gammon losses matter? No.
Okay.
So
Oh,
we can anchor.
you made the point here. No. You made again a point. That's very insightful. I go for 13-7, 8-6. Yeah,
Okay.
that's nice.
Okay. Again, sometimes I'm wrong, but we'll see.
Oh, it could be, but it sounds reasonable. So
Okay. Okay. 4-1, so I have to play safe there.
six
Okay, so
three.
now 6-3.
All right. Now I go 8-2
Mm-hmm.
and 7-4.
7-4. You
Yeah.
don't want to save the crossover and slot the back? Like this?
No, no, this time no.
Okay.
I will go inside. Yeah.
Okay. Double six. Okay, so hits behind. Now 5-1. So
5-1.
there's the
Okay.
5.
Yeah. And the one I go 13-12.
Okay, very good. 6-2. Pick and
Okay.
pass. Okay,
Oh,
6-2.
two is very nice.
2 and the
Two.
6.
Okay. And 13-7.
13-7. Very good. 3-2. Play safe. So I call this the Grand Canyon structure. I know
Huh.
you're from Italy. Do you know what the Grand Canyon is?
Oh, yeah. I see a couple of photos on Google.
Yeah, yeah. So when it's the 5 point, the 6 point, and the 1 point, everything else is open. I call that big gap. Okay, 3-1.
3-1. Okay. 3-1. Make the simple 6-2.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. 3-2. Play safe again. Now things are getting very
Okay.
awkward. 5.
Okay. Now, oh,
Hmm.
this one is interesting because one move should be the simple 12-6. The other
Okay.
one should be could be 7-1. Here the reasoning is making this one. I have more tips left from the checker on the 12, so I can play a couple of rolls without moving my back checkers. So I'm trying to choose which one is better, but I think it doesn't change a lot. I'll go for I go for 12-6 because if I go for a shot, I don't want to leave a checker on the 1 point, on the ace point, and
Okay.
risking to be hit back. Yeah,
Okay.
I tried this one.
6-2. Okay, so now here's your shot. Obviously cannot double.
Oh yeah. Oh,
6-2.
double shot.
Great. Great roll. Okay.
So it seems that maybe this video could last a little bit longer than expected.
Okay, so now it's 6-2.
All right. Okay. Okay. 6-2. Well. Okay. 6-2. Okay, I keep the checker on the 7. Also, he has 2 checkers on the bar, so now I can play more freely, unless he throws a crushing double 1. But I try to go for the 6 prime and then build the ace point. So I go with 20, 14 and 17, 15, avoiding the double 1.
Right. Very good. Very good. Okay. 5-1. Okay.
Okay.
Now 3-1.
3-1. With the 3, I hit the checker on the ace point because I don't want him to anchor. And with the ace, I go 14, 13, bringing a checker for the 7 point.
Yes. So if you roll a 6, would you play 13-7 or would you play 7-1?
Oh, if in the next roll I roll a 6, I close the board. Of
Yeah,
course.
so that doesn't matter. The only thing it does help with is double 4. Double 4 will close it here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, 6-5 and
Okay.
so now
5-1.
5-1. So
Okay,
5.
of course. Now I try to move in order on the next roll not having trouble if I throw a huge double. So let's see double 6 what make if I move 13-30, 13-12. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's nice. Otherwise 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I go for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I go for this one.
13,
Covering
12.
the ace and 13-12. Yeah.
Okay. Now double 2.
Okay, double 2. I go with 7-5, 15-13, 13-11, 12-10.
Yes. Okay. Double 2 again.
Another double 2. That's very nice. Okay. 10-6. And these are 2. Then 11-7. Yeah, in this case, even if I roll double 6 or double 5, I'm safe. I don't leave a
Yeah.
block.
One of the
I don't
things
leave a shot.
yeah, one of the things I've learned here is this is a minor thing, but the other option would be to do this. The benefit of this is you don't have a spare on the 6 point because once you bear them in, you want to break the 6 point first, and you don't want to bear off many checkers because you don't need a gammon win. So I think
Hmm.
this may be slightly ahead, but I think they're going to be about the same anyway.
So if I can ask you a question, if this is a position where gammon matters, is it correct to go on the 6 point? But if
Yes.
the position is like this, where gammon doesn't matter, are a nice bonus, but doesn't matter, it's better not to keep the checkers on the 6.
Yes, because
Okay,
let's say gammons matter. Now, what you want to do is maximize the length of time that you're able to keep the board closed.
okay,
So now if you roll something, you can bring this in and then take that off. So
okay.
you'll have a full board, a closed board for longer. But
Hmm.
if you strip this point, you'll break this point faster. So it's a matter of whether you want a gammon or not.
Okay, okay. That's nice. Um, Mm, Being the case, winning 1 point or winning 2 point doesn't change the thing, because the next match I will give the cube to my opponent. So I'll go for the move that is more suited for a game plan where gammon doesn't count. So
This.
this one, yeah.
Now, sometimes if there's three checkers on the bar, you have a chance of a backgammon, which is
Oh,
perfect at this score. But in this case, that's not a consideration. Okay. So,
three checkers enables you to reason of a backgammon. Nice.
yeah, three or four. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Okay. So
okay.
5-4.
Oh, 5-4. All right. Um, Here I go 9-4 4 off. Yeah.
Okay. So that leaves possibly a double five or double six.
Y-
The other option would be like this or even like this.
Yeah. I
But the board is so weak on
hmm.
the other side, I don't think it's going to
Yeah,
make a big
yeah,
difference.
yeah. I know. Maybe it will be a mistake on the analysis, but here I don't know if this is I will pay later for what I'm going to say. I will go with the closed board, trying to also have a chance of a gammon, even though it doesn't count. I don't know
Yeah.
why,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's more of a aesthetic of the board.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now 5-4. So just take two
Oh,
off.
yeah. 5-4 2 off. Yeah.
2-1.
2-1, 6-5, and 6-4. Yeah.
So 5-2 cannot come in. Now 3-1.
3-1, 5-2 for free.
Okay. Double one.
Oh, double one. Double one. Hmm. Double one. 2 off, 5-4. 2 on the 4.
Like this and
I
then
mean, five, yeah,
like
five,
this.
four, two,
Yeah.
1 off.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one.
Double four. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
Okay. That
oh,
saved the
that's
backgammon.
nice. That's nice. 5-2. Okay.
All right.
Oh,
So
almost.
almost. Okay. All right. So now it's the DMP.
Okay.
So now 4-3 splits, double three.
Oh, oh, okay. Oh, this is a tricky one. This is a tricky one. Hmm. Should it be money game? I think the correct one would be 24, 21, 2, 13, 10. Here, but I'm not sure. Just speaking with myself. The other option could be also, it's very nice because it makes the board, it's a quite strong board immediately, 8-5, 6-3. But here I leave a shot, and I don't want to leave a shot on a double match point so early. I go for the 24, 21, 13, 10.
Yes. Okay. Very good. 6-5 plays behind. Now 6-4.
6-4, point on head. 10-4, 8-4.
Very good. 4-3 comes out. Now
Oh,
4-2.
4-2. All right. 4-2. I risk it and go 13-7 with the hit. Yeah.
Yes. 6-3 hits back. Okay, and
Mm.
now double 2.
Ooh, all right.
1.
This is 1. Okay. Well. I lift the checker on the 10 on the 8, so 10-8. Yeah. Then I go 23-21 and 6-4.
Okay.
Yeah.
4-1 will slot. Now another 4-2.
4-2. 4-2. I'll make the 2. 6-2, 4-2. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. 3-1 makes the 5 point. 6-2.
6-2, 21-13.
Very good. 3-2 plays there. 5-2.
5-2, 13-6. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So it's a mutual holding game. A little bit boring.
6-5. 6-5. 8-2 and 6-1. Yeah.
The race is close, so you have to be careful. Okay, so now double 5.
3-2. Okay, here, listen, now the opponent has a very huge advantage. Here I can make the ace point, or I can try to build again my board, but I leave 2 blots meanwhile, because I play 8-5 and but being double match point, I don't care if I leave a shot. So also a tempting one would be 8-5, 13-11. And if the opponent hits me, I can aim to his blot on the 23. It's a bit desperate, but it's DMP. I go for this one.
Okay. 6-3. All right, now 6-1.
6-1. All right. Now I make the 5 point with 6-5. No. Sorry. I make 11-5, yeah, and 2-1. I leave the blot there. Yeah.
Leave it there. Okay.
A little trap.
Yeah. A
Let's see
trap.
if it
Okay,
works.
now double 3. So you're behind by 12 pips before, so it will be even after.
All right. Now, But even if I go for a race, I will be behind because I level up with this roll. So my opponent will be up on his roll, and a roll is a mean of 8 pips, so we'll be ahead of 8 pips.
Right.
So I try to go the game plan like if I'm trailing, even for this roll, and I make. Also, making the 18 is very nice because I prevent him to have useful 6s. And if I throw a crushing double, I will be ahead in the race. This is very nice. And I go for 13-10, 21-18, both, yeah, and 6-3, filling the gap. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Now 6-2, and now 6-3.
All right, 6-3, I play 10-4, 8-5. I don't want to wait, so I go inside with both of them. Yeah.
What about the option of this, like this? So you save a 6 in case you need one.
Yeah, but in this case, the race is very close. So maybe the reasoning I'm making here is trying to bring them as quick as possible, and even if I have to leave a blot on my next roll, I try to go for a race, even if because the pip count is very close. Yeah.
one of the things I've learned from these kinds of positions is say white clears the 8 point here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So with like a 6-5, 6-4, whatever, something that breaks this that cannot safely break this. And then you roll a 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, 6-4, or 6-5. Now you leave a shot.
Mm.
Whereas if you do this, you wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I guess you have a lot of experience, so this
Uh,
I follow your suggestion
you'll
with this
try
one.
it? Okay. Try
I'll
it. Let's
try. Yeah, yeah,
see
yeah.
what happens. Okay. 5-3.
I set aside the pride. Yeah.
So here,
Uh,
6-4 would have left a shot, but now you can play safe.
oh yeah, yeah. Thank you. So it's very, very insightful concept. Okay. So here, oh, but also he has left the blot, but I don't want to go for a pure race because if he hits my blot, the chances he can cover or pick it up are very high. So I keep them on the 18, and I play 8-2, 6-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to maintain a
All
5 point
right.
board.
Looking for a double, so that's
Ooh,
forced.
that's forced. Yeah,
6-1
unfortunately.
hits. Now we're looking for a 6-1. No. Okay. Double six, maybe? No.
No, no.
No. There's
Oh,
the six. So,
and the 19. Yeah,
yeah, we'll have to win in the
okay.
race. Let's see what happens. 5.
15, 6. Yeah,
Yep.
and run. 9.
4.
And
Okay.
5 off, 1 off,
Yep.
4 off, 2 off,
Yep.
okay. 6 off, 1 off.
Okay. And that
I
is
guess it's
gin.
over. Oh, yeah.
Now we'll analyze it. Okay, well played. Expert level. So we'll go through all the moves. We'll just look at your moves, of course. So with the 6-2, this was right to just hit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 4-2, or the 5-4, I'm sorry, you make the 20 point. And then the 4-2, okay, so this is the one that I was asking you about. It looks like it preferred hitting.
Ah, that's
I
nice.
guess when I asked you, you said you want to wait for a shot. But I guess here you already have the shot, so you don't have to wait any longer.
Oh, it's nice. Very simply put. Nice, nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
And then the 3-2 was right to just start preparing your board. Very good.
Can I ask a
Yes.
question again on the 4-2, the
Yeah, yeah.
blunder? Here also, it's very nice the point you made. I have the shot and I should benefit from the opportunity. But is also an argument in favor of hitting that my opponent doesn't have a home board. Maybe if he has had a
Right.
stronger home board, I should have maintained the anchor. For example, if he had the 5 point and I had an anchor on the 21, let's say.
Yeah. So like let's say it was like this. Are you able to see
Uh,
this other one now?
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
of
So let's
course.
see what here still it's right. It's right
It's
to
still
hit.
right to hit. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, it's very strong hitting in this position.
Yeah.
It's very strong. Okay.
But
That's
it's a little bit it's worse here.
okay.
Not to hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
that's always useful to do. You go to another board and then you look at it and I learn a lot that way. Okay. Then the 6-2 was just make the next point. Okay. That was straightforward. And the double one, you just make this point. And the 5-2, again, yep, that was good just to bring things home. And the 2-1, oh, these were all close. Let's see. I think these are all
Oh,
plus plus it like this one. But
so
this was all tied. This is 1
yeah,
millipoint. It's not a big
the
deal.
little trap,
Yeah.
leaving the blot on the 13.
Yeah. Okay. Then the 4-2. Aha.
Ooh,
So look at this one.
let's make the 18. And here, this is a position that always usually tricks me. I don't know what are the features of the 18 point instead of maintaining the 20 point. I know
Yes.
that the 20 point is a very important anchor, but what makes me go towards the 18? What are the pros?
That's a good question. I think um, people always think the 20 point is great, and it is because it's the highest anchor in the board when the opponent obviously has the 6 point.
Mhm.
And you can't be closed out, and it has full coverage of the opponent's outfield. Throughout the majority of the game, I think that's certainly the case. But once you start getting towards the end phases of the game, where we're getting close here, now you have to think about what's going to happen next, right? So let's say, what was it that we did? Okay, so here. Okay, so let's say you play this 7-3-4-2. Okay?
Okay.
Now white is going to play probably using this checker from the midpoint, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so something likely that's going to be the case. So if that's the case, then there's going to be two checkers on our 12 point and two checkers here. So if we roll like a 6 or anything, we're going to have to play off somewhere, right?
Mm.
So I don't know that you want to break this point. I don't think you want to break this point. So let's say you make this play. Now you can play off this point and you still have contact here. I
Okay.
think that's the idea.
Okay. So even if I'm reducing contact on the other checkers of the board and I concentrate on the checkers on the 13, the idea is correct.
I think so, because I think that's a common misconception. Some people feel that if you're behind in the race, well, if you're ahead in the race, that makes sense. But if you're
Mm.
behind in the race, some people think you should always maximize contact. So I
Mm.
tell people there's contact and there's contact. If you have sufficient contact that you can hold the opponent, but you can make a play that makes your next roll more flexible, then that's good. Um,
Mm.
the other downside of this is these are deep, so you can't really do anything with these checkers here next. Like
Okay.
if you roll a 3 or higher, you can't move these at all. You just need
Okay.
a 1.
So also playing the position before, trying to see it on the board could help, because if I can visualize that I have a daily builder, maybe
Yeah,
this can guide my choice towards the right play. For
right,
example, like an edit bonus. Nice.
right.
That's
Um,
very very nice.
and then so let's say you do this play. Okay, so let's say you make this play, and now it's a white's turn. Is it a double? No, this is no double.
Oh, it becomes a no double. That's yeah. It also
Because
prevents
here,
his cube.
yeah, here double 5 is crushing.
Yeah. Oh, of course, of course. And I also prevent his double 6. I make him play very awkward.
Yes. This one double 5 is not so bad. Double 3 is
Mm.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was the double decision, and it was a very small double.
Oh.
So one of the things I like to do is look at it and try to see what would make it a no double. So like let's say this were here, that would be a little bit awkward. Would that make it a no double? Yeah, borderline. Like
Okay.
if you were here maybe. Yeah, now it's no double. But this was the original position. What if you had this closed?
But
Now that would probably no
I
double.
have a question on the values that I see in the equities.
Okay, here.
Can you turn back on the original
Yeah.
double? Okay, here is a correct double according to XG. But what makes a double in terms of equity an efficient double? Because this is a correct double according to the program. Even if it's 1 millipoint higher, it's correct. But what makes a double an efficient double? A double that works in reality, playing between two people?
So in terms of an efficient double, if you read Dirk Schieman's book, it's basically a double that gains a lot of equity. So I think the
Mm.
definition is if it gains like 0.15 equity. So this one does not. This only gains a little bit of equity.
Okay.
Another sort of definition is an efficient double is a double that's on the take pass borderline. So it basically makes a difficult decision for the
Mm.
opponent. Yeah.
Mm.
So
Okay.
let's look at like let's look over here and see if we can make it a pass. So like let's say we do this. Now it's too good to double and it's a pass. Let's say we make it like this. Double and it's a pass. So this maybe like this.
Even though I had the five board with the deuce point open, it becomes a double. It almost a pass.
Yeah. So this would be considered an efficient double because it wins more than approximately 150 millipoints of equity, and it's close to the take pass borderline. So it's only a 30 millipoint error to pass this one. So this would be an efficient double. And that's actually a very good exercise to do that I do myself is I modify the position and see what are the features that make it a correct double and a correct take. So that's the kind of exercise.
Oh yeah.
So good. Okay. So let's see what else. The next one was 4-1. Yeah. So that was the one that you just make the point. And the 6-1 was just coming here. And the double one. Okay, yeah, this was fine. These two were tied.
Okay.
And the 6-4. Okay, so it liked this play better.
Ah, that's very nice. Because, for example, with 2-4 is very awkward.
Look at 6-4.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It leaves a double shot.
Yeah, so we could see this here.
That's nice.
Yeah, 6-4 is big. Right here. It's plus 0.853, whereas here it's only 0.170.
What does it mean? The 0.85? Yeah, that I'll gain 0.85 equity on my next roll if he rolls 6-4.
No, that your equity will be that. So
okay.
like,
okay.
So let's say you do this, and now the opponent rolls a 6-4.
I become a huge favorite.
And now cube. Yeah, you could redouble. See, this is your equity, 0.871.
Redouble. Yeah, it's almost a triple shot. It's sort of a triple shot because I have the checkers on the 20 aiming to the one on his 6 and on his 9, and yeah.
It is a triple shot because you can hit with 1s, 2s, and 4s.
Yeah.
So that one's a big one. Okay. So
if I'm correct, it's 27 out of 36.
Right.
It's the triple shot. Huh?
Yeah. There are no extra numbers. Yeah. Okay. And then the 4-1, let's see. This was fine. And then let's see what else there was. Then the 3-2 you couldn't hit, and there was basically nothing else to review here. So we'll move on to the next game. 5-1. So this is the correct play. A lot of people do this, which is incorrect. So good. And the 6-5, you were right to come in with a 3 and then hit with the 1. This one would have been incorrect. Very good. And 13-5 was just cover. And 6-5, it looks like all of these were close. This is the one that I was asking you about.
So this is the first choice.
Yeah, they're close, but what I call this is a distraction play. So like, let's say you do this, and what is white going to want to do? Probably make the 5 point, right? Ideally, or maybe make the 4 point. So what are some good rolls for white to make the 5 point here? So 5-1, 3-1, 5-3, and then to make this point like 6-4, 6-2, and 4-2. But if you make this play, now he's going to have to be busy hitting. He's not going to make that point with the 5-1 because that leaves a shot. He's going to have to maybe hit twice or something else. So it duplicates the 1s and the 3s that hit here, as well as 4-2 that can make this point or to hit. And say a white rolls a 4-2 and makes the 4 point. Now you have two opportunities to anchor here. Whereas if you do this, you don't.
This is a very, very insightful explanation.
Yeah, you learn these things when
Yeah,
you
yeah,
play.
because I didn't know what are the features of this position. I thought it would be so fragile, having three blocks spread in the
Mhm.
opponent's board and his outfield. But mhm,
The other thing I think about when there are multiple blots is who has the stronger board. So
okay.
black has more blots, but black has a 2 point board. So there are four dancing numbers against a 2 point board, but only one dancing number against a 1 point board. So in a hitting exchange, you're a favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So then the 3-2 was right here. Just make slot that point, and then the 5-2, as we discussed, slot the next point, make that point, and the next 5-2, same thing. Those two didn't really matter. Uh, but then the 6-2. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so look what it liked. It liked this
Oh,
one here.
I would I didn't give a penny to this one because I was too afraid to go under the gun.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about it so much because gammon losses don't matter. See, this one loses 9.5% gammon, but that doesn't matter. But it wins more games.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
This is an interesting one. Okay.
Subtle. Hmm.
All right. And then the 6-3, just play safe. These two were
Hmm.
tied, yeah. And then the 5-1 was there. And 6-2 was here. And then there was nothing interesting until here, which was good. Hit twice. And then basically go for the gammon. Yep. 3-1 hits there. And there was nothing special here to look at. Yeah. Yeah, these were all just trying to win the gammon.
Yeah, maybe the bear off would have been interesting to see. I know it's a style exercise, but whether to pick the checkers up or to peel it off aggressively.
In which one? Like this one?
Yeah, in the early bear off phase, when we discussed about the 5-4, for example.
Oh yeah, this one was
Yeah,
fine. They
yeah.
were close, yeah.
Ah,
And
okay.
then the 5-4 was two off, and the 2-1 you
Ah,
clear,
and from
and
here, yes.
3-1 you just play safe, and double one was good. They were all tied. It doesn't
Ah,
really matter.
okay, fine, fine.
And that was it. Okay, and then the final game, the DMP. So this was the right play. This is the default play for a double three when you do that. I just made a video on double threes on the second roll, so people can watch that one. Let's see. 6-4 was a good roll. You make this point. And the 4-2 was right to hit here. And the double two, yep. The other play that was close was to hit, but you got the right one. All right. And then the 4-2, you just make the 2 point for lack of better alternatives. And 6-2 was good. You just run. And with the 5-2, that was straightforward. 6-5, you just had to play behind. And the 3-2, let's see what it liked. It liked just bringing two
Ah,
down. Yeah.
two down. Okay, okay.
You don't really need
Maybe
the midpoint so much, and you can use the flexibility.
okay, and also the race is not so. I'm not so behind in the race that I need to leave a shot
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to
Only
start
5 pips.
the
Okay.
game.
And then
Mhm.
what about this 6-1? Okay, so what did it like on the 6-1? 13
Ah,
7. Yeah, I wanted to
hmm,
safety this checker.
okay. Maybe again
Safety
for the
this.
same reason because it's no need to.
Right.
It's kind of overplay.
Yeah, you don't need to volunteer the shot because you might
Okay.
still win in the race. Like if you roll like a double three that you rolled afterwards, or even a double five or double six, that would be good.
So it's kind of a take-home messages that is in this sort of position that are mm, holding, kind of a holding game. It's a 4 point holding game. It's not to volunteer so many shots unless it's strictly requested. It's try to go for the race if the race is closed.
Yes, yes. Okay, and then the double three, that was good. You move this up. You're close
Okay.
in the race. It was the same idea as before.
Okay. Ah, oh
Good.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, and then the 6-3. Yeah,
But
so what was yours? The 7-4, 10-4,
oh,
7.
that was the one you suggested.
Yeah, 10-4-8. What was it? Oh, 8-5. This one was the one. Yeah. So yeah, this saves the six, which you needed here with
That's
the 6-4, and then the 6-3 was forced, and then there was nothing you could do after that.
yeah. But can you please go back on the double free, the one that made me make the 18 point?
This one.
Yeah, here it's, I mean, I was thinking a little bit about it, but the play was kind of, I was pretty sure of the correct play. That the difference of with the play before in the first game is
Yeah.
that there was the extra checker for the contact value. So the explanation was nice that the extra contact is not
Yeah.
always needed.
Right. Right.
And also making the opponent play some otherwise good numbers badly, such as the
Yeah.
double five and the double six.
Right. Right. You always have to think about that. So, like, I've learned to study those and think about those, and that's helped me a lot. Okay, let me stop that. So that was very good. I enjoyed it. Had fun.
Yeah,
Learned some things.
it was very nice. Thank you for the chance. It was
My
very nice
pleasure.
series.
Yeah. And thank you for accommodating me. I know it's late where you are in
Oh, you're
Italy.
welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. So any other comments about the match? Anything interesting you learned?
Oh, actually, the things I learned were inside the match because while talking, I made a lot of questions. So, for example, the extra contact is a very nice take-home message for me because I usually struggled in those kind of position, not knowing whether to come up with the checkers or leaving them to try for the late shot. And sometimes it's not needed. And also the word you said, it was a key word, is the lose of flexibility. When I have a lot of checkers behind, it would be a burden to bring them out. So sometimes trying to move the anchor up could lighten the situation and made me more flexible. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's great. I mean, there's always something you can learn, and that's the nice thing about playing against XG, where you can't do it with when you're playing live. You can actually analyze the match and then move the checkers around and think about how the numbers play and modify things, change the score, and do all sorts of things, and that way you learn a lot.
And also super interesting was the position that you set up while analyzing when the position will switch from a double take to a double pass. It was very interesting to notice that a five board with an open 2 point is almost a pass. I never thought about it.
Yeah,
I would in that case I think I would have took the cube.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Losing a lot of equity.
Okay, well, wonderful. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been really a pleasure doing these videos because it's given me an opportunity to meet so many people from all around the world that I would otherwise never had the opportunity to meet. So I appreciate your time. You're certainly welcome to come back again
Oh,
in the future.
oh,
Hope to do that. And
thank
any
you.
final comments before we conclude the video?
Oh, for first, thank you for hosting me here because it's a very nice opportunity. And also, it's a great series. I hope it continues. And yeah, had a lot of fun and learned very interesting things. So I'm very super happy about this video. Really, really
Wonderful.
happy.
I'm happy to hear that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and conclude. Thank you very much. Thank you to the viewers for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos, so I can work on that. I appreciate your super thanks. These small donations help me continue to create the high quality content that you enjoy. And with the membership feature, you can get exclusive access to the most popular videos. My book, Backgammon Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is in the description. I look forward to seeing you in future videos. And until then, keep rolling your dice.